Well, friends, I have seen Transformers 1, and I'm going to share my reactions. But can I talk about the movie without breaking the review embargo? Find out right now on Mike Seibert Radio.
Mike Seibert Radio, we're about to start the show. We talk about stuff and things, lots of guests, in-depth interviewing. Mike Seibert Radio, it's nobody's favorite show. Movies, comics, video games, and TV, and we also can guarantee that it's not gonna be that funny, but that's okay because the show is free. So crank the volume into your headphones. The podcast at last is starting. It's time for Mike Seibert Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Mike Seibert Radio. I am your host, and I'm going to start off this conversation with a little bit of industry jargon, some vocabulary. You know, I referred to the review embargo for Transformers 1, and I throw that term out a lot during my movie reviews and reactions. And basically what a press embargo is, I got this from Google's AI-generated description. So I don't know exactly how I feel about that, but this description does seem to fit most accurately. A press embargo is an agreement between a source and a journalist or media outlet that restricts the publication of information until a specific date or conditions are met. Embargoes are often used in journalism and public relations to give the media advanced knowledge of details so they could prepare reports to coincide with the announcement date. And that component of it is important with when we're referring to the review embargo for Transformers 1. And you may have seen on various social media platforms folks who have seen the movie posting a usually like it's a photograph of a image projected onto the movie screen, and it says global review embargo Thursday, September 12th at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. Share your reactions, but please avoid spoilers, and it gives some social media handles. And basically what I'm going to do here now today is I am going to give you my reactions to seeing the movie, and I'm going to tell a couple stories, but what I am not going to do is review. This is not a review at all. I will do a review episode to coincide with the ending of the review embargo on September 12th. And I think my understanding of why this particular review embargo is in place is so that every media outlet, whether it's Transformers adjacent or mainstream, is that everybody has the same opportunity to get out their review content at the same time so that nobody is first. Now, you could argue, and I would take that argument, is if this very podcast violates that, if that breaks embargo or not. I was driving home from the screening last night. Recording this on Friday. The screening was on Thursday, August 22nd. But on my way home, I saw that Proto Man had put up a reaction podcast. And I think even now the amount that I've talked about review embargoes has probably gone past the amount of time in minutes that his reaction was. But it got me to thinking that does that not then break embargo? Because it's a publication on his YouTube channel. It's a podcast. But the thing that I have to keep in mind is that the studio wants us to talk about the movie, especially if we enjoyed it. I had a conversation with the rep from Paramount and basically said, you could talk about liking the movie, just, share your reactions, but avoid spoilers. That's the main mantra here. And I'm going to put another rule on myself here, kind of a self-imposed rule as we have this conversation. If you've listened to my podcast before, I've talked about, because I like to tell stories. If this is your first time finding my show, I apologize. I'm a bit of a rambler and a storyteller. I like to be very painterly with how I talk about the details of these things that I talk about. But anyway, if you've heard one of my podcasts before, I talk about going to press screenings, and part of that ritual is that the rep from the studio would comment, positive or negative. Obviously, positive is better, but I also went to go see Morbius and Madam Web as guests of the media. So, but basically, it's a ritual that I call talking to the nice lady with the clipboard. Now, the nice lady with the clipboard is just a title that I assign to the studio rep. Occasionally, the nice lady with the clipboard is a dude, so it's kind of a genderless title. But most of the folks that work for the promotion company here in Seattle are overwhelmingly female. But not to get bogged down in the dynamics of that, but basically the rules that I have set myself up for here that I'm going to chat with you now about my experience and my reactions to Transformers 1, I'm going to limit for the most part to what I would tell the nice lady with the clipboard, because the nice lady with the clipboard doesn't want a review. It doesn't want examinations on deep lore or deep-seated opinions. Basically, they are just looking for your scorchingest, hottest takes coming right out of the theater. Did you like the movie? What did you like about it? And if you're especially clever, to put some kind of pithy adverb/adjective type thing, it was frustratingly bad, or it was exhilaratingly good, that kind of thing. So that's what my commentary is going to be here today. I will not be discussing plot, characters, cast, behind the scenes, or anything having to do with the making of the movie. This is literally just in an expanded form what I would tell the nice lady with the clipboard, including some of the stuff that I did tell the nice lady with the clipboard coming out of the movie. So first of all, I didn't actually see Transformers 1 as part of the media or as part of the press. I got to attend as a fan, and our local reps for Paramount, an outfit called Allied Global Marketing, partnered with CybFest Northwest, our little Transformers unofficial Transformers convention here in the Seattle area, and partnered with us to do a fan screening. And as I looked around in the full theater, I think it was just CybFest contest winners who were in attendance. I could be mistaken, but I think this was a fan screening because it was in a relatively smaller auditorium, but the theater was packed. The vibes were good. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I think I even put it in the title, just vibes. But basically what had happened is during CybFest, I've told this story before, but if you're a new listener, you might want to hear it. During CybFest, which happened back on August 3rd, we had reps from Paramount via our friends at Allied Global Marketing. They came out and tabled and gave out mini posters. And one of our panels was an exhibition of the latest trailer for Transformers 1. Now, we, as the organizers of the show, I'm part of the organizing team for CybFest Northwest, and we had partnered with Allied, knowing that we were going to be giving away some tickets to an advanced screening of Transformers 1. Now, for historical context, we didn't know when that screening was. We would later find out that it was Thursday, August 22nd, almost a full month before the movie came out, but we didn't know that back on August 3rd. And we were given an allocation of a few tickets, a small handful to give away to fans during the panel. But the rep was in attendance during the panel, which was very well attended. But basically what happened was during the running of the trailer, the rep informed us that they would be upping their allocation of tickets for us to give away to a amount that amounted by head count pretty much everybody in the room. Everybody that attended that panel that wanted to go to the advanced screening was able to. And it was very much a Oprah moment. Like, I remember I was vamping a little bit after the trailer ended while one of my fellow CybFest organizers, Whirl, was counting heads. And as soon as they gave me the thumbs up, again, not unlike Oprah. How about being topical, by the way, with Oprah references?
Everybody in the audience, now listen to me carefully, is being given a special package, and I don't want you to open it. Do not open it. Cameras are on you, so do not open until I tell you. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get a call. 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 Everybody gets a call.
But yeah, it's while I didn't make folks look under their chair, I did proudly announce that, I asked the crowd, it's like, well, hey, how would you like to go to an advanced screening? And, well, good, because you're going, and you're going with us, and we're going together, all of us, to thunderous applause. It was really fun. It was really incredibly satisfying for me to be able to share in that moment with the folks. So basically, those were the people who attended the screening in the Seattle area on Thursday, August 22nd. So it was the CybFest organization team, less one member and his family, plus fans and guests. And it was a great crowd, and it was a crowd full of fans. And so vibes-wise, as I said, we were drinking soda and eating popcorn and red vines, and there was a palpable buzz within the auditorium. And when the movie started, there was genuine enthusiasm, and every time the movie would take you on a ride, the crowd felt it, rise and fall. And there was a lot of gasps and a lot of murmuring and whispering and a lot of pointing at the screen. Not unlike Mystery Science Theater 3000, where it's just like, think of that image of Joel with the bots, like pointing at the screen. There was a lot of that. And I may have done some of that myself with my friends and guests as well. But it was a really fun community experience for us to have. We have a terrific Transformers fan community here in the Pacific Northwest and the Seattle area, and to enjoy the movie a month early as a group was incredibly satisfying. I gotta tell you, Paramount has something here, and they know they have something here. When I saw Top Gun Maverick, I saw it like 3 weeks early, and it was one of several advanced screenings that they offered. And I've noticed a pattern with movies that Paramount is the most enthusiastic about. They want to get it in front of as many people as possible and get as many eyes on it and starting the conversation. So it's like you see on social media and in wherever your fandom takes you, there's a lot of chatter and a lot of talk and a lot of buzz. This is what the studio wants. That's why they're doing all of these advanced screenings and why they're doing them so many and so soon, to kind of lay the groundwork and build that foundation of buzz that will hopefully carry the movie through to opening day. I made a joke on Twitter recently where I said, well, by the time the movie comes out, will there be anybody left in the fandom who has not seen it? Because there have been advanced screenings all over the world at this point, as well as several major cities in the U.S. And the reason why I keep calling to the date, August 22nd, is because it wasn't just Seattle that had a showing that night. I know my buddy Anthony Bricali, TFU.info, and if you just hit a Mike Seibert radio bingo for the Ant at TFU mentioned, but I know his screening in Orlando was that same night as well, and I think there were a few others. So it seems to be coordinated by Paramount, and like I said, I feel like they're doing this because they believe in the movie and they want to put it in front of us as much as possible, and that when it comes out, we'll go again and we'll tell people to go again. But that's kind of some of my hotter takes on this wave of advanced screenings. But the up top, the movie is great. I mean, I think that kind of goes without saying. That's why I'm so enthusiastic to do this reaction, but it's great. I like it a lot. It is for fans old and new. It's a beginning for fans both old and new. There's something here for everybody. The animation style is dynamic, but also approachable. That's why I would tell the nice lady with the clipboard is that this movie is approachable. This is the most approachable Transformers movie that has ever been. And you know how I feel about the 1986 movie. That movie is many things, but approachable is not one of them. This is the cleanest, most concise origin of the Transformers I have ever seen. And it is a true celebration of 40 years of Transformers as a franchise. And I saw something from like it was either the Transformers official Twitter account or Paramount, but it was something about like, you have been found worthy. And it's like a new poster of Orion Pax / Optimus Prime. And that would be the word I would to describe this movie as worthy. It's a breathtaking roller coaster. You have never seen a Transformers movie like this before. This is the movie we've been waiting for. And my buddy Garrett, Nemesis Slime, who came to the screening last night, quoted Megatron from the 1986 movie and said, I would have waited an eternity for this. And coming off of this, we have to ask ourselves the questions, have we outgrown the live action movies? Do we need any more Transformers in live action? Because this movie has genuine heart and a real soul. It's an emotional, driven narrative. There is deep emotional impact. This movie will tear your damn heart out at times. It's fun, it's funny, it's light on its feet, but it's not without peril also, which I appreciated. The closest movie I would compare this to, animated-wise, would be the best of Pixar, as well as the Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie, in terms of how it consolidates so much deep lore in a way that is clean, approachable, and reinvigorating. This reinvigorates Transformers for the mainstream. Again, I could show this movie to anybody. I will recommend this movie to everybody. And it reminds me why we love Transformers. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I like Transformers 1 a lot. It rules. Go see it. Pay to go see it. And tell your friends to go see it. If you've already seen it, please do me a favor and post about how much you like it to buoy that positive word of mouth going into opening day. Your vote is your money, and vote with your dollars, and tell Paramount that this is the type of Transformers content we want going forward. I cannot wait to see it again. And of those things that I told the nice lady with the clipboard, because I didn't tell her all of that, but what I did tell her is I put a wry smile on my face, and I told her, I go, bear with me here. I'm going to quote something for you. And she's like, okay. I go, it's so big, so exciting. You've got to see it twice to take it all in. And, you know, she wrote it down. I didn't explain the context, but if you are a fan of me and my show, you know exactly what the context is. If you're a fan of Transformers, the movie, you will understand that context. And lastly, the last thing I will say about it, and I hope this isn't the thing that breaks review, because it is a reaction, but it is also a take. This is my favorite Transformers movie of this century. And if not for my nostalgia for the 86 movie, which is steadfast and unshakable, this is objectively the best Transformers movie. This is the finest distillation of the concept. And I hope that families see this, and I hope that kids see this, and I hope that somebody that's maybe around 7 years old watching this movie feels exactly the way I did in 1986 when I was 7 years old watching the first animated Transformers movie on the big screen. It's left an impression on me for these 38 years. And this is the movie I have been waiting for that's worthy of 7-year-olds now to have the same experience that I had. And I have to leave it there because I think I'm really drifting into review content that I cannot do. But I thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening. And if you are interested in checking out an advanced screening, the official press and promotion screening for Transformers 1 in September, and you live in the Seattle area, you got to keep it locked to the CybFest Northwest social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for more information as we have it. There is another screening that is coming up. I think it's like a week or so before the movie comes out. But again, those details are not finalized, so please take a look at the CybFest Northwest social channels for all of those details and your opportunity to join us again to go see the movies. And if you want more Mike Seibert Radio, be sure and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. And for even more Transformers content, check out our other show, Two Mikes, Two Furious Animated Transformers, where Michael Andrews and I review Transformers animated one episode at a time. The season 2 finale of Bridge Too Close Part 2 drops this Friday, so you don't want to miss that. Like, share, rate, and review the show. Let us know what you like and what you'd like to hear more of in the future. My name is Mike. This has been Mike Seibert Radio, and until next time, tell all are one, make good choices. You know, I think I'm going to go out with that DJ Excelsior dubstep here. See how that goes.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. Time shown that we are more than meets the eye. Decepticons! Rise up! You have proven yourself worthy. Take these and access your full potential.